Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. This is what you were talking about over here, Dynamite. Dynamite keeps saying NBX. He was talking about it on his show. I was listening, and I guess they bought like 10 Bitcoin, and their shit went crazy. Right? Is that what it was? It was down here to 3,062, and then it's up to 4,000. I don't know if that's the right one, but NBX something. I don't know if NBXG. No, something. Somebody out here bought some Bitcoin and their shit went crazy. But not GameStop. That's for damn sure. Not GameStop. Even this, look at $9 to 13. I don't know if it's that one. I don't know who it was. Somebody bought some, but we're fine. All right, anyway. Back to us. Back to the good stuff. Hey, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about GameStop. Tell you about something that we're looking at. The potential, right? So anyway, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin says, shout out to the GOAT. Yo, okay, I'm trying to do my thing, bro. That's just the way we do it. We're out here. We're repping GameStop. We got about 7 days left until earnings. My light went out. My light that says on air, it's always been plugged in. It's always worked. I guess it died. It's I never really turn it off because I'm always on air. And it's all right. It was fun while it lasted. Whatever. I'll take it down later. Hey, but I want to tell you guys something. So I was doing some math. I'm not really good at math, but I do a little bit. And, I got my one more share a day. Oh, can we show you that real quick? All right, so today, I didn't have to put in a whole, for 31 bucks or whatever it was. I put 20 bucks in, but because I had some leftover on half a shares, it got me there. So I'm at 133 right now. So 133, some change, $31,480 into GameStop right now, the worth of the account. And that's awesome. It's a good amount. It gets me where I want to be, keeps me interested. And I saw a lot of you guys on your buy orders on the Discord. A lot of people do what I do as far as buying one share a day. And you just, put the money in, you walk away, and you don't care what happens. You don't have to look at the charts. You don't have to be getting antsy with it. Eventually, you'll get where you want to be on this stock. $30 is the new 20, as they're calling it. And for me personally, I think $50 and $100 is going to be a new 20. I just think the stock's going places, me personally. And I'll explain coming up right now for earnings. If you guys are not familiar with what's about to happen, I don't know if I grabbed the right hat. This is the hat I usually have on display. I wear it every now and then. I don't know where my other hats are, man. I have black and a gray, and I even have a red one I can't find. I don't know. I got Hosco hats, man. Shout out to Hosco, BeTheHos.com. Go ahead and check them out. Anyway, we're going to talk about GameStop. Just in general, the fundamentals of this company and what I see on the chart. I keep looking at this, and I think about value, how we actually get value. And I want you guys to look at some simple metrics, okay? And right here, you'll see our market cap is here, $13 billion, $14 billion. And our net income for the trailing 12 is $131 million. But let's go to a company like DraftKings, okay? DraftKings, if you know, they actually launched an IPO. And when they launched, it was huge because they did it via SPAC. And all the board of directors are all real SPAC-y people. I'm not really into what they're doing. But it was weird because it's a market cap of $17 billion. Top line revenue of $5 billion, yet their net income is negative $400 million. So you ask yourself, how does this actually have value? Where do they actually get their value from? They have more shares outstanding, they have a higher share price, and they have no income whatsoever. $400 million loss. Their PE ratios, for forward PE ratios, are going to be 55.18 because they assume they're going to make a profit. Yet it should be down, it should be down because this new tax that just came into play. A new tax just came out in Illinois where they suggested they're going to be taxing, gambling and however they do it. I don't know, and I don't care. I'm just telling you, I try to compare things, even though they're not same sectors. I'm just talking value, right? So the financials here, over the last 5 years, DraftKings has increased dramatically, all the way to $5 billion. So there's growth. We see the growth. There's also on the backside of this a decrease in losses. So instead of losing $1 billion a year, $1.5 billion, it's only losing $500 million, only on operating income. So then you go down, you see how they've been losing all this money. So I'm assuming retained earnings got to be terrible on this company. The gross margin's not there really for 38% for what it actually is. You're the house. You should be winning. You should be winning all of this. Looks like they do a lot of advertising, too. Advertising expense is $1 billion. Holy hell. Everything's advertising. That's a lot. That's a lot. But, maybe they need some branding. On the board of directors for DraftKings is Michael Jordan, Cal Ripken Jr., and some other random people that they just put on there. They have $1 billion in the bank. So $1 billion nets you a eval of what? Valuation of $17 billion. You have $1 billion in the bank. Total current assets total are going to be 4.5. Liabilities are 3.5. So their current ratio is not amazing. Shareholder equity is 872. They're trading off a book just $1.76. So $1.76 for a company that loses money, they're literally trading at 18 times book. How in the hell does this happen? Why is it allowed to happen to every other stock except for GameStop? I check everything, guys. I read everything. And it's just so, it's not disheartening. I'm not encouraged, disencouraged, whatever, unencouraged. No, I just ask you, Wall Street, one day, just wake up and be like, we're going to do the right thing here. But, it's crazy. I use like, these things to level and measure. And I'll tell you what I use. I use the channel. I use YouTube. I use this, like the interaction that we get. And I've asked myself this for like years, and I'll tell you why. My brother, you guys know who he is. Rico knows. He's a huge content creator. He's bigger than himself apparently, right? Like he's so disconnected from the world and from family that he's let the money and the creation of it like really take over his life. And that's just what he is. I mean, it's a sad part of it. But I measure it. I measure it because, like where I started, right? I just give you a rundown, like if you guys don't know this part. This is like why the story's so good. Like I could write this book, but then no one would believe it. Like aside from starting YouTube 4 years ago, and people seeing me out here and doing videos and talking, and I was like, AMC's trash, it's going to the ground, it's trash, pump and dump, whatever, Adam Aaron's a liar. Like I said all this, guys, 4 years ago before it was the thing to do. This is when people were telling me I didn't know what I was talking about, and they just turned me off, right? And they're like, get that guy out of here. You don't know what he's talking about. And everybody told me I was wrong. I'm talking about every creator, whether it be Terrible, David vs. Goliath, Matthew Kors, Trey Trades, Tony De Niro, Short the Vix, TMI, Dork Review, whatever his name was, Review Dork. Everybody told me I was wrong. Houston Wade, you name it. They all said I was wrong. And I'm just telling you, even my brother. And I have a twin brother out there who said, Marantz, you're investing into a blockbuster and you're chasing your tail and you don't know what you're doing. And we brainstormed one day, he and I, we talked. And, Rico had went viral for getting stuck on a roller coaster. I don't know if people know this part. He had got stuck on a roller coaster and recorded it. That he was stuck at Busch Gardens in the heat, and they wouldn't let them out for 45 minutes. He was just baking in Florida or something. I forget where it was, but that's where he went viral. They picked it up, and everybody saw it. And then he started posting stuff, and then of course he came over here to this platform where I was talking to him, and we started interacting. Next thing you know, he started using this platform for like views and subscriptions to get him to a certain level so he can monetize and do everything. And I have no problem with it. He's my brother, man. Come on. I promote him so many times. I was like, yeah, go for it, bro. And then when he hit the same equal amount of subscribers as me, I remember he called me and offered me a deal. He says, hey, bro, let's partner up. Let's do this. You do 10 free stocks a month, and I'll do the 10 winners for the week, and we could sell this platform, and it's $25 a person. And he said some crazy stuff to me, and I was like, what? I was like, bro, if you can pick the winners in sports betting, then go do it yourself. You don't have to sell it to somebody. You're going to promote gambling. That's not good. It could turn people upside down. What if you lose? Like, that's even worse. And I would never pump a stock onto people, like, just because, Trey Trades. Hey, Matthew Kors. Hey, Tony De Niro. Hey, Martin Scarelli. Hey, Jackie De La Tits. Hey, all you guys who pump stocks onto people, and they end up losing. They all lose, right? The only one's winning here is going to be GameStop. But I learned a lot about myself, about my family, about my life, doing this, being in GameStop, right? Being out with you guys, hanging out with you. And that's the part that's going to change right now. And I tell you, I measure it because I saw my brother hit the algorithm. I saw his thing go crazy. He took some DD from here and he was like running with it and he didn't know how to even say it and it still went crazy, right? And it was just like, wow, okay. So Rico celebrated by making a video saying how he made his first $1 million off of social media. And he just started like 2 years ago, right? 3 years ago. And he made $1 million and he bought a $200,000 Corvette and he's doing videos with his car and his house and everything. I'm going to ask you, okay, guys, you got brothers and sisters. Imagine if your brother or sister had the power and or the leverage to just go, hey, why don't you guys check out this show over here, give him a view, give him a click, see what he's talking about. Imagine if that were to happen. Now, don't just put my brother in that category of people that won't do it. Okay? Because when your own family won't do it, what about everyone who's been here? Everyone that has shared the platform, asked for an interview, did the interview, and doesn't talk about it. They don't go to Reddit. They don't go to Superstock. They don't go to the Joe Rogan show. They don't go to Candace Owens. They don't go to the White House. They don't tell anybody we exist. Has that ever like dawned onto people? Like it hits me. It hits me right in the middle of it. Because I've talked to people on Trump's cabinet. I've interviewed Drexel Burnham Lambert alum. I've interviewed other creators. I've been on their shows. They've been on mine. Nobody. People with bigger platforms. Hey, Marantz, can I come do an interview? What the hell do you need to do an interview with me for? You got 3 million followers. Andrew Tate has 10 million followers. Why? Why would you ever? I had Bill Pulte on the show. Comes to the chat. He won't even retweet. But what do they retweet? Bed Bath & Beyond, I'm going to be on the show with PP. Here we go. Send him $100,000, guys. It's like that. So, I'm just making it known right now that when GameStop takes off, because it's going to, GameStop's going to prove the whole world wrong. We are. All you guys can lose my number. All you haters in the world, all you guys who didn't want to help, all the guys who weren't there. I'm talking about family, friends, and all you people on social media hitting me up in DMs acting like we're buddies. I know the real ones. I know the truth. I talked to Amo about this last night. I said, imagine the phone calls are going to be coming through. Imagine. I'm the one guy. I'm the only guy. And I'm not talking, I know there's Carter, I know there's Dynamite, I know there's B More, I know there's Tetron, I get it. But I'm the one guy out there that just every day I wake up, rain or shine, sweat and tears, blood and guts, and I just say, fuck it. GameStop only, that's it. And why? Because I said so. And I explain it, and I tell you, and if you don't want to listen, that's fine. But could you imagine all these people have come into contact with this little show? And they don't talk about it. I know the truth. That's it. It's a mindfuck. Thanks again for the 20 free memberships for the show there, Donko. Appreciate you, man. Been here since 2021. Been stacking GME since. Thanks to Marantz. Kyle, you're welcome, bro. I do my best. But it's mind-boggling. You know what's crazy? We were like talking, and I was like, man, just imagine if YouTube actually sent people my way. Imagine if YouTube actually hit the algo and said, boom, you guys all need to go start watching, GameStop videos. They don't. They don't send them this way. But and I've had it happen before where they opened up the algo and it hit. I was doing a live stream and it went from 100 people to 10,000. Like that. I'm talking about like in 10 minutes. And I was like, is this what it is when you hit the algorithm? And there was that show about the banks collapsing. I still remember it. I couldn't believe it. The banks were collapsing. I just happened to go live with the hottest topic. And somebody said, Marantz, you need to start doing that more often. You need to chase all these hot topics. Then boom. So what am I going to do? Go, J-Lo performs at AMA. Trash. Oh, my God, she's still hot. She can dance. Oh, God, she's garbage. J-Lo, hang it up. We're done with you. We don't like you. No? No, should I just do that all night? Is that going to be educational? Okay, she still, man, for me, she still did it, bro. She was still killing that shit. Crazy because I tell my friends and my family about this channel and the stock, and they look at me crazy. Those phone calls are going to be crazy when Jamie takes off. Yeah. Eeyore says, I found you through YouTube suggestion a year ago. Yeah. Yeah. You found me all right. They will once it runs. Yeah, they're going to be looking, bro. TMZ rants. There we go. Yeah, all filth. Try it. It works. Yeah, I know it does. I know it does. That's why I don't get involved with it. Anyway, I'm just letting you know. These guys are terrible. When it's your own family, oh, God, it just ruins your night. If it's people you don't know, you're just like, whatever. My DD is Marantz. Well, that's true. I say you're one. I'd say you're the one to go to. Can't be praised enough for the daily videos and Jamie content. Oh, cool, Carter. Appreciate that, man. Carter, I really appreciate that. You know, you're a beast, bro. Okay, so I shout out to Amber. Holy shit, she hit a banger, bro. I had never even played the song before. That song I just played right now, I had never heard it before. It was she had said, "Hey, I have a request for Wednesday Spanish." I was like, "Okay," and I queued it up, and I had never heard it before. Damn, it's fire. Let me get my screens ready. Let's go. Wednesday, every song I play will be Spanish. If you don't like Spanish, well then I can't help you. Most popular song in the world was Despacito, and that's Spanish, people. I'm trying to tell you. All right, check it out. See the purple line? Should I change the color? Can I change the color really quick? Let's go into a white line. Hey, Tony De Niro, don't get excited. It's just a white line. White lines. Do passion going through my mind. All the while, I think of you. Hey, check this out. So, GameStop bought somewhere at the bottom, down here at the bottom, right? That's what we're all assuming. Ran up at the end of April. End of April being the white line. That's the level at the end of April when they will announce their earnings. Now, what I've explained to you is that, wow, 51, bro. Appreciate you, Freddie Bauer. Holy shit. Freddie's endless, bro. I already told you, man. Anyway, so it's Wednesday in Japan. Is it today Tuesday? Holy shit. Today's Tuesday. Oh my. Bro. Whoa. I really thought it was Wednesday. Holy shit. Today is Tuesday. Guys, I'm living in another world. Damn it, man. I've officially lost my mind. I guess it's Wednesday in Japan and Korea, but damn. Is it? It's 15 hours ahead. Oh, shit. Bro, what do you drink? Coke Zero, man. Hey, today is Tuesday. It's not Tuesday, you assholes. Yeah. Holy Frank, I had no idea. Holy shit. Oh, man, I got to change my day. And guys, this explains a lot right now. Do you guys want to know what my night's like? Can I tell you about my night real quick before we go look at the charts, everything else we're looking at? Holy shit! Hey, babe, did you know it's Tuesday? Oh, shit! She just told me she was wondering why I'm playing Spanish music. Oh, my God. Yeah, I got to go to work. What the hell? Damn it. I thought I was off today. Woo! It's Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Ah, man. Oh, that really happened. That really happened, people. Okay, so I worked last night till about midnight. Got home. Wifey was like, hey, what are you doing? I said, Mama, I got to study. I got to write this email. All right. I can't, guys. It's really working. Shit, bro. You guys don't know. So anyway, I wake up at 5 in the morning. Right. I only slept about like 4.5 hours. I wake up at 5.5, and yeah, right. Yeah. Wake up at 5. Then my son, because my son's in love. By the way, I'll say it out loud. My son's got a little girlfriend, and he's in love. Now I've never seen my son get up early for school in his life. He's always just dead, like a zombie. I gotta wake him up. Now he's up early, putting on deodorant, brushing his teeth. Hey, Dad, you got any gum? Hey, Dad, you got any cash? Yeah, I know this life, bro. Wearing his Jordans to school 3 days in a row? Never. This dude over here just getting dressed, matching shirts. I was like, what's good? School year's almost over, bro. Oh, I got some friends I hang out with. Yeah, I know what all that is, bro. I've been there, Pop. This dude, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm ready to go to school, Dad. Son, your school doesn't start till 8:30. Yeah, but we like to go early, Dad. We just like to hang out. What the fuck? Who are you? Who are you lying to? Yeah, I guess I'll get up now. Now that you dating somebody, I'll get up. I'm the ride. Shit. So I drive him. I take him. I don't care. And then he's right there in the truck. He's like this. How long until we get there, Dad? I'm like, what do you mean, son? I drive you every day. Like, what the hell are you talking about? It's going to take me 25 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Like, just chill, bro. Shut up. You're good. Let me listen to this. I'm listening to Dynamite_41. Dynamite's live right now. He's like, okay. All right. I'll listen. All right. He just AirPods in. Drop him off. Come back home. Drive all the way back home. It takes about an hour there and back. So I get home. It's 8 o'clock now. Walk in. I'm like, hey, Mama, you hungry? She's like, yeah, I'm hungry. She just woke up. Yeah, all right, your ass can sleep all night. All right, so then I make her some food. Boom, boom, boom. Get it all going. I deliver the food, and I'm like, hey, I got to listen to some stuff. I'm looking for some songs. That's where I start looking for Spanish songs, whatever. And then they call me, and they're like, hey, you're supposed to take your nephew to school? I was like, what? I was? That's why I thought it was Wednesday. I don't know. It's the end of the school year, so days are changing for me. And I guess they asked me for a ride. I didn't know he asked me for a ride. So I drove down the street, picked him up, took him to school, came back. Guys, it's a nonstop morning for me. Got in here, and now I'm going live. I'm going to go live with you. I'll take a second shower for the day after I'm done here just to get ready for work. And there you go. So it's a long day. I didn't know it was Tuesday, bro. Damn. There goes all my plans. I should have known because tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, guys, and at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is the official launch of the Switch 2 at GameStop. There should be a line outside your GameStop, I hope. But officially, the launch will be Thursday at multiple stores, whether it be Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and, of course, GameStop. But they'll be releasing it Wednesday night at midnight. Unfortunately, I won't be there. I'll be live with you, though, tomorrow. And it looks like I'll be live because I said I would be. Damn. Is that crazy? Does that mean you're here for earnings? No, Endgame. No, I will not be here for earnings. I will be at work. I have I don't have an issue. I'm extremely dedicated to what I do. Like if I could tell you guys like how much of a grind it is, it's pretty amazing, but I just do my best, okay? Anyway, that's crazy. I'm thrown off a little bit by this timeline. I just get no time to myself. It's crazy. All right, let's talk real quick. We're going to talk about this. All right, we're going to talk about profits. We're going to talk about earnings. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. I was doing some math in between tournament babies. You guys don't know right now what any of that means. You guys grow up. You guys grow up with like Manny Fresh and Lil Wayne and or all those dudes. I don't know. I was wondering why he was talking about Spanish Wednesdays, bro. Me too. I'm still wondering. Anyway, let's go look at the charts. Let's go look at something. Okay, let's talk about Bitcoin for a minute here. Okay, guys. Bitcoin finished out in the month of April, which is GameStop's reporting month, at around 95,000. So if they bought in at 74, 75, they're looking at 20,000 a coin. You're looking around $80 million, $90 million in that range. Okay, ballparking numbers for you. So that's a profit. Now, according to the new rules for accounting, you have to show the profit on the balance sheet. I haven't seen MicroStrategies do this yet, so I don't know exactly how it works, if it works at all this way. But if they announce their buy order, the amount, the quantity, the price, and the transaction date, then we'll have a lot to look forward to because that'll be an increase of $80 million, right? Okay, cool. So they report the 80 million plus around the 60 million is what I'm ballparking on interest. So 80 to 60 million on interest would be $140 million worth of profit versus last year's loss of 51 million. Actually lost 50 million last year operationally. But I'm going to explain this all to you right now, like how I get to where I'm at. So here's the quarterly. So quarter one, they came in at 881. Now, according to Wall Street, they're going to come in around 750, which I really don't care. I don't care what they come in at. The gross profit, all dependent on margins. Right now, our margins are higher than what they normally are. Margins last year were at 27%. We have averaged 31, 29, and 28 in quarter four, which is massive considering the 23 we averaged previously. If you add around 4%, right, I'm just going to help you guys out here. If you add, because it's 4.5% or 5% difference, okay, from quarter four to quarter four, 5% difference. So if I go here, quarter one to quarter four, it was 4% difference. If it was here, it was 5%, and if it was here, it was 3%. So I'm just going to go with 3% increase. So if we go 3% increase, we're looking at around 31% is what we're going to do. I'm taking the lowest increase that we've had. So even if it's 750 and we can actually do 31%, you're looking, and I could do the math right here because it's okay. TikTok, you're going to have to wait. All right, so just so that I have you here, you take the 750, you times that by 31%, you're looking at 232. So gross profit should be, and now we're back. Hi, TikTok, you're back. So gross profit should be 232. So only a fall down, no matter how much your top line goes, a fall down right here of around $12, $13 million. But here's the gain. SG&A is not $295 anymore. Nowhere near it. We've closed down so many stores. We've had so much. This is where you go adjusted EBITDA, one-timers, right? So you're looking more along the lines of they say 287. I see the 248. If you saw the difference here, it was like $50 million is what they had hidden in there on operating expenses. Here it's around 40. So to go from 318 to 295, you fell off around 18, 20, 23 million dollars. So if they were to come down $23 million from this point here, or even this point right here, 23, we could even do percentages if we wanted to. Let's just say it was a 10% drop, right? Or a 50 or a 5% drop. You could drop down another 10 to 5, and it would be $14 million off of this top line right here. So you're looking at around 270. Could be a lot less for quarter one, a lot less. But at 270 from here, you're gonna find that you gained around 25 million from last year, and you only gave up 14 to get it, right? So you're looking at around an increase, 13 million, 14 million. So you're looking at negative $35 million. This is worst case scenario, guys. Okay, on math, worst case scenario, 35 million loss operationally. I'm not banking on that. But if you add the 140 million, the 60 and the 80 that are out there, you're looking at a swing profit of around 110 million towards the top side. It's going to look amazing. It's going to look like you made 110 million on net income. So if we take away the 32, which leaves you flat at zero here, okay, just so that we're clear, and you change that into 110 million, you have a swing profit of 140. You're looking at $270 million worth of profit on the trailing 12. Why is that a significant number? Well, guys, that's going to put you right on par for 50 cents a share. 50 cents a share EPS. No one's ever going to dream about a 50 cents a share EPS. They don't see that ever coming. And certainly with the float that's expanding all the time, right here, earnings per share, double. So we'll go from a negative 11 cents all the way to 50 if we do this correctly. Okay, if it actually is reported with the increases on Bitcoin. And here's why I talk about it. Because if it happens that way, you now have $250 million worth of profits, $270 million worth of profit, and you do a PE ratio of, let's just say 50. I'm going to be fair. If we do 100, just to be clear, if you do 100, that's a $50 stock. Most people today are trading 100 or below, apparently, and everyone's okay with it. To give you an example, GameStop's at 92 and 67. So they would be a $40 to $50 stock with this number coming out. Fundamentally, no bullshit. Nobody can come to you and tell you it's not worth that. They can't come to you and tell you it's a gimmick. They could do nothing because it's the actual hardcore fact, which it already is, by the way. It already is this hardcore fact that they're going to make $250,000 every year. And I'll even show you how that's going to happen. So as you go through and you see what this company's doing quarterly, you now swing over to quarter two. Hey, GameStop just came in at $110 million worth of profit. They look amazing, Star Spangled Banner, and they flip the script. Not everybody's paying attention. But the best part is quarter two. Because as you're still fixing the coffers and you're still fixing everything, right? The SG&A, everything you do, you now roll in all the Pokemon releases, all the PSA for a whole year now. It's adopted. It's bigger than ever. There's 5,000 cards on the website, 5,500 plus. And then you go ahead and factor in it's a console cycle. And you've never seen a console cycle, guys. And if you guys have been invested with GameStop for the last 4.5 years, you have not seen what happens with the console cycle. And what do I mean by that? We're talking about top-line revenue get pushed because of you have this Switch 2. You have all the accessories, all the controllers. You have still Pokemon. You still have other physical games that they're going to get. But you have pro memberships coming in. You name it, you have it. People are going to your store for the product that they're looking for. Certainly if you have the quantities, and it's going to look really healthy. But you're going to be selling $500 a transaction across the nation. Everybody. You should see a surge on revenue. We should have an increase on this 798. So for the second quarter after it gets announced, have an increase on 798. It's going to be massive, right? We're going to have great profits. Everything's going to go crazy. That's just me to you. That's what I see. The other part about that flipping and going positive is going to be the interest. Interest is also going to go an additional $15 to $20 million. So now you got 15 to 20 million to start. You're not losing anything because you're going to be flat because we have all these increases. I'm just ballparking. So instead of announcing that you made $14 million, you're going to have 30 million. You're going to have 50 million quarter two. But don't forget about Bitcoin. Remember, we bought it here. We bought it here. You're here now. You reported this after quarter one. But after quarter two, you can report the increase from this plateau of 94 all the way up to the 112 and or right now 105, 106. But when this quarter ends, remember, this quarter ends May, June, July. Where's Bitcoin going to be in July? We don't know. But wherever it is, if it's above 94,000, you now can pocket that as well. So for every $10,000, Bitcoin's up. To give an example, it's up right now from the previous buy, 11,000. That's $50 million, I apologize, of profits. So they can put on the balance sheet $50 million worth of profits. Now you add that with the 50 I just told you they're about to swing over and get. You're at another $100 million. You're now at $350 million, $370 million worth of profit for the year. You can fall flat in quarter three, which you won't because we're doing better business. But quarter three could come in flat. Maybe Bitcoin just stays flat. Who knows? But even if quarter three were to stay flat with the amount, you'd go $20 million. I'm just ballparking, $20 million. Because you're still carrying over from the Switch and all the games that get released and everything that happens. All the Pokemon, people know where to get them. Everything's going great for GameStop, right? Guess what happens? You now have 20 million, and you have 20 million plus that 370. You're at $400 million for the fiscal year for the trailing 12. Now we roll into Christmas again, but this Christmas is a whole lot different. This Christmas, not only do you get Pokemon with it, not only do you actually get all the Switch games and Switches because people are buying them for Christmas. I'll get it for you on Christmas, son. How many people hear that? But beyond hearing everything you see, we close down all the losses. We've carved up the footprint. You're going to have March of 2026, and it's going to show you listen to me, $500 million worth of profit. I know. Take $500 million worth of profit. You say if they make $500 million, On 500 million shares, it's $1 a share. And if I trade at 100 PE, that's $100 a share. If I trade at 50 PE, that's $50 a share. It doesn't matter. We're the next best thing. We are the number one company running. We're efficient. And we still, guys, the kicker, we still are FCF positive. We still have $5.5 billion of cash in the bank. And we still have zero debt. Best company in the world. Best investment you could ever make. GameStop. Read it. Understand it. Love it. It's coming. This is going to be a great year for you. Great year for me. Great year for all of us. For all of us. So that's what's going to happen. When GameStop is running, you're popular. Thanks, bro. That's the spirit. So what am I going to do for the next year? What am I going to do? I'm just going to keep buying shares. I'm going to buy one a day like I do. Maybe buy a little more. I've got some finances lined up. Maybe Mama's going to let me buy here and there. Who knows? Just know, whatever I do, I'll be respectful to myself, responsible, and I won't stretch myself thin. I'll be right back, guys. I'm kind of out of breath after explaining all of that. But hopefully you guys know exactly what it is. It's GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'll be right back, millionaires. Sleep. You know, when are you going to sleep, guys? When are you going to sleep? When you're dead? Absolutely. That's it. Catch up. All right, here we go. So I hope you guys pay attention to the markets. I know there's some headlines out there that have been changing. The number one headline right now that's hitting the waves is going to be all the layoffs and firings that are happening. Now, don't be confused. Microsoft laid off at least 6,000 people, and then they're laying off an additional couple hundred. Disney's hitting it with a record high layoffs. And I don't know. I don't know what it actually means, but they terminated 200, then they're going through and they're cutting up. And we're talking about not Disney like Disneyland. We're talking about the offices for the app, the Disney studios, things like that, things that actually matter to the bottom line for them. And hopefully they can still be productive and do their things. Rantz was tripping thinking it was Wednesday. Yeah, I'm spitting straight facts every day, bro. That's all I'm doing. All right, guys. We have other things to look at. Let's go look at the markets. And let's go look at our beautiful website first. I did show you my portfolio. This is my position right now. $31,500 is what I'm sitting on. I'm happy with it. I'm up at least $6,000, somewhere around there. And I'm good with it. Oh, I was checking out this Pokemon card. I was going to buy. I actually bought a card. What did I buy? So it's coming in the mail. You know what I do? Whenever I get a chance, I know you guys don't shop like I do. But whenever you guys get a chance, you just go to the website. Here's what I bought. It's not much, guys, to help out your company and help out your giveaways. So I bought this card. I thought it looked cool. It was a Surging Sparks card. It was $11. So this will start some kids' collection. You know, we'll get it. We'll give it to the kids. Hand it out. Here's what I got for you. Hydrogen or somebody. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I just buy them. But whatever's on the website, I'm buying. I'm trying to keep it churning and going. If I can do one card a day, one card a week, then you know what? It helps out. Right now they're doing what they call the days of play. So focusing on PlayStation 5, tons of discounts, save money. I mean, this website looks so phenomenal. If you guys remember it from way back in the day before it ever looked this way. The engine is working, I'm telling you. Here's the Switch 2. It's there. It's coming out. All the accessories, even Buck Bunny's on there on the carrying case. Pretty cool. The pre-owned bundle deal, I really want a mod retro. I do, but you know, I can't afford it right now. I honestly, I think a mod retro is something that I would actually play and hang on to myself, me personally. Because you know, I'm always on the go, I'm always working. But if I could just have like a little game just to play, like, you know, I used to play Tetris, whatever. But I don't play games really. I'm so busy, man. Here's the games, guys. Right now, best-selling digital games are going to be Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Super Mario RPG, which is great. And the new Elden Ring, by the way. Had to get it for my son. I did get it. So there's tons of stuff here at GameStop, right? But what I'm tracking on GameStop is the number one tab, which is graded cards. So here we go on graded cards, just so that we're clear. Oh, there's a new one right there. Prismatic. Wow. I need to find one of these cards, bro. Anyway, it'd be cool. Because I would just give it to GameStop. I just trade it in for value and do my thing. That's exactly what I would do. But anyway, there are 5,465 cards available right now on GameStop's website. Like I said, it's the most all time, and that's where we go. Thank you so much for sharing the stream over there on TikTok. Thank you guys again. Appreciate you. All right, so let's go check some charts. Let's go see what's trending, and we'll go from there. So right now, GameStop, $30.41, guys. Only 4 million shares traded back and forth. That is less than 1% of the total float. We're consolidating. We're consolidating right here. If you see this, this will be building of a bullish pennant for us. We have no idea where we're at on this Dorito. This Dorito being the support from here all the way through. We don't know exactly where the top resistance is. I know it's here along the yellow line, but we'll see if this is actually going to get brought out some. This could come down, just depending. It just depends. So we're in this triangle somewhere. So I'll have this trend line. We'll keep it there for now, but that's stemming from the support that was. Just remember that this original green right here, the previous resistance, where a lot of people don't like to buy at resistance. A lot of people tell you, wait until it breaks, and then you know you're on a run. Buy at these support levels down here at the yellow, the orange. Well, guess what? This is the support, this green. So if your current support is crossing right here, then this is where you actually would buy in right now. So that's why $30 looks so inviting. $28 looks amazing. Like you'll never see it again. And I told you guys, right now, we're looking at around $27 for the low. Ultimate, like where they could send you. Could they send it lower? Yes. I've seen them do it. I saw them do it just last earnings report, which seems like yesterday, right? We had an earnings report here. We did amazing on the earnings. They shot us down. The biggest drop that I've seen on GameStop in a long time, shot us down 30%, right? We came from $30 all the way to $20. You lost $10 a share. It was like, what the hell's going on? Guess what? You got it all back. You guys got back the highs of earnings. You're past it already, and all it took you was one full cycle through the quarter. Imagine if you would have sold in a panic sell down here in the 20s or I can't deal with this anymore. No, Ryan bought the bottom. Alan Adel bought the bottom. Larry Chang bought the bottom. I think they all bought it for a reason. The reason being what they finally can announce coming up is going to be these massive gains, right? And institutional buyers coming to look for these shares where they're like, hey, you know what? Let's do a pipe. Or let's do some type of offering where you offer up a little bit more of this company than what's available out there and to the public. Right now, GameStop can release up to 1 billion shares. I just want to make that very clear to everybody. But with the convertible notes that were released, that puts them right at the cap of around 500 million, 490-something million shares, which is fine. If they still want to do a 2-to-1 stock split, they can still do that. But what I would want them to do, I don't want the split. I don't. What I would want them to do is offer up the additional 500 million shares. Not all at once, but offer them up. Go ahead, you know what? We're going to sell 20 million shares right now. So someone's going to get exposure. Someone's going to get in at a price at one fixed rate. And let's just say they get in at $35 and or $40. It doesn't matter. Either way, GameStop's going to be able to raise another $1 billion. Right, off of these shares, billions of dollars. So as they raise those billions of dollars for the company themselves and what they sell it for, remember that when they sell these shares, they're not selling it because they need the cash. They're not selling because they're strapped and they try to be compliant and they got to pay bills. There's nobody knocking on the door. There's no covenants. There's no lien holders. There's no first and second vendors. There's nobody. Nobody's asking for this money. The creditors are not there. GameStop pays their bills. They're extremely responsible. So if we were to raise this capital, it's because you have talk on the street. You see, what happens is somebody like Jeffries or somebody like TD Ameritrade, some type of firm will be calling GameStop. They'll call their investor relations and they'll say, hey, can I talk to Ryan Cohen? Be like, what do you want? What are we going to talk about? Well, Aaron, here's what I want to talk about. I want to tell you that I have a buyer on the phone who wants to buy GameStop and he's willing to offer if you guys are willing to unload. Let me tell you what's so valuable. It's not the shares on the street. Those aren't the valuable ones. It's the ones that GameStop won't offer. They're going to call. They're going to ask for them. And Ryan's going to say, sure. Remember, he got somebody to buy in at 21. You got somebody to buy in at 28. You got somebody to buy in right now. These bonds. Have we not talked about this yet? Let's talk about the bonds. All right, guys, right here. Here's a complete breakdown of what the bonds are selling for right now on GameStop. The bonds on GameStop are selling for, remember, they sell a bond at $1,000 face value, X amount of shares for the $1,000 that it can convert to. So it converts to 33.49 shares per bond. That's what they went ahead and sold, these senior notes, these convertible notes. So when they sold them at $1,000 a piece, it represented 33.49 shares. That was a conversion of $29.85. So at $29.85, that's what everybody agreed to pay for this bond for up to $1,000, right? Loaning the money. Great. All these notes out there in the world, people are buying them. Do you know what Wall Street is selling these bonds for right now? They're selling them for $1,400. Not $1,000, $1,400. They're a 20% increase from where they originally sold them already. When you go ahead and do the numbers, they're selling for $41.75 per share. Look at the stock price. Look at what they're willing to pay. They're willing to pay a premium for the bond itself. I'm going to tell you guys why. Because you can hold these bonds. There's a 5-year maturity on these notes. And as you hold them and GameStop runs past 39, 38, 40, 42, 43, if they're willing to buy them at $41, are you kidding? They know. Everybody knows. No, you think I'm the smartest man on the planet? Yeah. No. People already know that what's about to happen. This is about to be a fucking avalanche, people. Are you listening? You think I'm worried about, how many viewers are we going to get? Who's going to be calling me? Oh my God, who's going to be looking at my pockets? I'm trying to tell you something. It's going to happen. Every quarter that it doesn't happen is 90 days that you get to accumulate a little more. But I promise you, by 2029, yeah, meltdown, come get me. By 2029, 2030, are you kidding? S&P 500, I'm here. We got a problem, Wall Street, and that's why I don't mind. You know what? And the craziest part is that people are willing to overpay for something because it's supply and demand. There is no supply. There's all the demand in the world. Trust me, they've hit the street before. They've hit the stock before. They've come in with crazy volume, and guess what they do? They go, oh, shit, it's going. Every time we try to go get some of this shit, it's going. You guys don't believe me? Go. Okay, we'll sit back and wait for June 22nd. You're like, June 22nd? What the hell is that, Marantz? Oh, I don't know. June something. June 20-something. That's right. Rebalancing of ETFs. Rebalancing of every index fund. Every market-making fund. Everything they do. Bros, I'm telling you right now. Quadruple witching. They got to rebalance. What happens? Oh, GameStop's coming in with a market cap of $14 billion. They got to have an allotment. We got to go buy more shares. We need more shares. Where do we get them? What happened to that price? The price keeps going up. Yeah, and you got to keep buying more. The higher the price goes, the more you have to buy. Wall Street. So wouldn't you rather buy the bonds? Wouldn't you rather hold on to this paper that you can convert later into shares? Oh, you better hope, babe. Because 41 ain't shit. 41's a drop in the bucket. A share. Are you kidding? 5 years from now? Bro. And the kicker, right? I mean, just so that we're clear, 0% interest. Oh, it's funny. You see, for those of you that don't know how the math works on senior notes and convertibles, you usually pay a premium. You usually have a percentage on it. So if you want to sell it to someone, they actually yield something. That's why people buy bonds. They buy bonds for any reason. Go ask Bed Bath & Beyond folks. But they buy bonds. Oh, don't buy them in bankruptcy, by the way. If they have a Q next to your ticker symbol, do not buy the bonds, please, because they don't accumulate interest. I don't think anybody told them that. But anyway. So buy these bonds, and you're like, I got these convertible notes, and I can convert them once they hit this stock price, and they hold it. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm going to have some shares here, bros. We're going to dilute this float. Sure. Have you guys seen the companies that make a profit and offer bonds? It's not many. Definitely not MicroStrategies. When people say MicroStrategies has this same plan and GameStop's copying Micro, no, they're not. GameStop makes a profit. MicroStrategies doesn't. Got Tony De Niro. They are not profitable. You dumbass. Tony De Niro, all this shit you measure AMC at, start measuring GameStop at it. Adjusted EBITDA. Just do it for me. One-timers are out the equation. GameStop's still profitable, $150 million a year. You guys are a joke. And I'm not talking about interest, man. I'm talking about ops. Wait till it happens, dude. Wait till I'll be here. Oh, yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I told you. They know how much they can make. They know those margins can go up to 35%. They know it. Any calls you're looking at? Yeah. The calls that I call to my mother and my father before they die. Those are the only calls that I'm going to make. Hey, yo, Pops, I made it. Hey, yo, Mom, I told you. That's all the calls I'm making. This guy calls. I buy shares, bro. I invest my money into a company, and I watch it go up. All the money that people have lost on buying calls on the premiums and if you believed in the movement, then you would buy calls. No, it's not that. Your risk tolerance is different. Maybe your money's different. It's way different. I don't have full say over what I do. I'm married. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not married? Yeah, but what do you think? You're the only one that holds the weight up in the room? Could you imagine? I go, hey, baby, you know that extra $40 we got in the bank? I want to put that all in GameStop. Yeah, I want to buy some calls, bro. Because, I mean, that's all we got. I mean, we're broke right now. Shit. These kids, bro. Is that guy back? Is David back yet from yesterday? David. Put David out, bro. We're not God, okay? You're not God. You can't tell people what to do. I'm not God. But Trove might be. Trove made another banger, yo. Hit it.
All this static again. Price don't move, just bends. Same chart, same doubt. Same noise I tuned out. I've got tabs full of notes and no one to show. Just sitting in my space, watching candles glow. Hold mode. Am I stuck in hold mode? Did I blink and miss the road? Am I just in hold mode? It's that friction burn drag. They call it just a lag, but the tape feels fake and the faith feels jagged. Try to chase the thread, just led to more decay. Had to learn to sit while they stall the day. Hold mode. Am I stuck in hold mode? Was it truth I thought I owed? Or am I just in hold mode? Oh, and when it's taking this long, when it's taking this long, you start to wonder what went wrong. Hold mode. Am I still in hold mode? Did I wait too long to know? Am I fading in hold mode? Hold mode. Where does all the patience go? Will it crack or overflow?
That's right, y'all. Welcome back. We're in hold mode right now. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. That was my boy Trove making all those damn hits, bro. He's in hold mode just like the rest of us. Appreciate you guys. And the song is called Hold Mode. You can get it on Spotify, Apple, all the good stuff, whatever. You know how it goes. Know me doobie, bro? Doobie dee. Hey, Dan, you say you're sorry, bro. Didn't mean anything by it. I didn't know you don't do options. Buy and hold. Bro, I don't do anything. I do GameStop. I'll never forget that day we were at this comedy show. There was a comedian up there, and he had a joke, and it was a racist joke, and I didn't laugh. I was just like straight face. I was like, "It ain't funny," and I won't repeat it, by the way. And then he starts going around doing crowd work, and he goes, "Hey, bro, what do you do for a living? You look like a cop." And I was like, "No, I just I get haircuts, and I'm well manicured and well mannered, and I sit up straight and I walk straight." He goes, "Yeah." Then he looked at my wife, and he goes, "Hey, babe, hey, miss, hi, you're with him?" And she's like, "Yes." And he goes, "So what do you do for a living?" And she goes, "Him." Oh, it was cold. It was cold. I'm like, woo, woo, woo. I am a cop. Pull over, pull over. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you, mama. Shit, hey, redemption. Redemption 101. I was like, damn, my wife answered that like a G. They put on the glasses and everything. They were like, yeah, G mode or G unit, whatever they say, gangster, whatever. Home, Trove, thank you and congratulations. She's going to St. Joseph's College of Maine and swimming for them. Bro, all you guys have like amazing kids, bro. I mean, you know how good my kids are? My son today, true story, I'll send the screenshot in the Discord, butt dialed me. He butt dialed me from work. And my son, and I'm right there, Troy, what are you doing, Troy? What's going on, Troy? He's right, that dude's not talking. Bro, I was so proud of him. He's working he's in the box. He's in a power box, like a lineman box. And then you can hear they're moving him. He's like, I need 2 more feet over to your left. And he's like yelling or whatever on the radio. And they're like, he's up in the cradle, as he calls it. And he's an electrician, this guy. And he had me on hold for like an hour. I don't hang up the phone on my son. I just leave it there until he finds out that he butt dialed me and goes, "Hey, what's going on, Dad?" I'm like, "Bro, son, I told you everything, man. Yeah, I was catching up with you, man." No, so he realizes that I'm on the phone. And he goes, "Hey, Dad, what's going on, man?" I said, "I don't know. You called me." He's like, "I called you." I was like, "Yeah, you butt dialed me, man." He's like, "Oh, what's up?" I go, "Well, first off, your dudes that you're working with, they all sound like this. They don't know what they're doing." I start going off, and he starts laughing. I was like, "Dude, I heard your whole work conversation. This is what you talk about?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, man." What I was so proud of him was that he went a whole hour and a half without looking at his phone. He didn't look at it once. Or else he would have saw he was on the phone with me. That's it. I was yelling, too. "Troy!" No. That's my son. He like Almo's kids out here. Almo's kids are, I almost got a daughter who graduated from Colorado. Got a son who's in the military and he's doing special forces crap, man. PSYOP stuff. It's crazy. Everybody's got a good thing going. The electricians unite, yeah. Hey, proud dads everywhere, bro. We just do our part. And I know, shout out to Ruben's kids. Holy shit, Ruben's daughter. She's like the student body president. Ruben's daughter went out there. You guys don't get to see it. Only mods do. And she had that whole crowd stand up and do the Pledge of Allegiance. That's how you know you grew up in the right part of town. That ain't that bullshit. So shout out to Ruben and his gems in his life. He does a damn good job. You guys don't know about Ruben. He's the unspoken hero of the show. He's like the big brother that we all have, and he's kept me on the right path plenty of times. And I bounce things off of him for a reason. He's got a lot of wisdom. So shout out to Rube, man. If you guys see him, put some respect on that name. And that's Rube. Okay, let's go talk the charts real quick. I want to show you guys some stuff. So first thing we're looking at here, guys, as I go out, and we look at, I pulled up RSI and I pulled up MACD for a couple of reasons. We're looking at the quarterly here. There's not a chart that you'll ever look at that looks like this. There's not a chart that looks like this for GameStop or for any stock. A lot of them are up and to the right for a lot of different reasons. You know, companies do well, they progress. This is a company that's been around 20-something years, traded publicly. And GameStop's been going since 2001. And it, you know, had these lulls in here where we would dip down. And you'll see the RSI have the same movement as the stock, right? So what I want you to think about when you look at the RSI is I want you to come over here with trend lines and realize that it has the same trends as the stock itself. So right now, when you're looking at this, you're looking at the company having a breakout on that RSI. So it looks like we're going to have this run coming. It's coming on the quarterly. The difference for a lot of things here is that we're taking off from this standpoint now. We'll be taking off and have a run way up here. But our new takeoff is up here at $30. It's not down here at, you know, $1 where it took off from before. So this is 30. We could jump all the way up, and now we have new plateaus, and we run it hard from there. The second part that gives it away is going to be this MACD. The MACD's in the middle, and the MACD signal is that it's going to go ahead and cross to the top side. So we've run out this red side, and we hit the bottom. We start bouncing. It's going to run. We're good. But now we're actually going to take off. And we're not taking off from the vantage point of being way down here last year where Roy and Kitty was like, hey, this is the apex of the bottom. Knowing what Roy and Kitty knew. Roy and Kitty said, that's the very bottom of this stock. Right there, March 28th. That's the very bottom, the apex of the bottom. So once you knew you were at the bottom, where are you going to go? Now we're just going to go up. And what did he do? He went ahead and positioned himself with everything he had to get in there. And he did. And, you know, they say over here, shares outstanding, 447. The insiders have an amazing amount. So what do they have? 408 for the public? Well, take away 9 million of that because I know Roy and Kitty has some. So we're looking at around 390 plus for the public and in some other institutions that could own it. And so you'll understand that the people own this stock, right? But as it goes green, remember where we're taking off from. You now have this crossover here, and we're looking at it just here. And I forgot these other indicators I can bring up. Let's go ahead and do the, oh, it's already on there. We're good. Okay. So we're on the quarterly. What I'm saying is we're going to go green right now. So we'll have this rip, this whole rip session from here all the way through. And you'll be in this new territory. The new territory is going to be absolutely, you know, 200, 300, 400, 600, 1800, in that range of pickup. You'll go sideways in the 100 to 200 range in here. That'll be our new playground for the next 2 years. And then it'll have a step out, and it'll get really exciting. It'll get crazy way over here. And the reason why it happens is because supply and demand, simple mathematics. And what gives away the mathematics, if you actually don't know, it's the OBV. So OBV at the bottom here this is going to be your on-balance volume for the stock. Back in 2021, shot all the way up. Everybody bought it. We get it. Well, what's happened now that the price has gone down from $120 a share, come down and gone sideways, as it comes down, most stocks sell off. And you'll see if the price is coming down, the OBV would be coming down as well, because that means that they're selling off on red days. The lower the price goes, the more you sell off. That has not happened. As the price has gone down, the OBV is not a green. It's actually going up. So we've gone from this point in 2021 where it went crazy, and we were sitting in 2021, and you looked at it around way up here. I want to say it was up here. Around 15 billion was on the OBV. Well, from then till now, we're all the way up to 19.5 billion. So 4 billion plus on volume. On green days, it means people are buying it as it goes up. People want to buy this stock. They want to buy everything. So we'll take off from here. OBV is only going to go up, guys. It's not coming down. As the price goes up, remember when I tell you what the indicators are and the factors are. As price goes up, every index fund has to buy it. ETFs want it. New ETFs combine and carry it now as the price goes up. As it gets into the S&P 500, ETFs trade off that index, and what do? They combine it and they put it in. So you'll see a lot of rebalancing on books, and that's what will happen for GameStop every month, every quarter, every year. But then here comes the kicker for everyone out there. When GameStop starts running, it starts doing its thing, and value comes back and everything, Wall Street has to pay attention. Wall Street has to start analyzing this thing. And they will, because people will ask questions. There will be hedge funds, and then there will be accredited investors. And an accredited investor is anyone who makes $250,000 a year, who has $1 million equity in the bank, and that's not counting their house. So accredited investors are the ones that are going to be calling their broker saying, why the hell are you not giving a price target on GameStop? Someone with the money is going to make this turn. Someone with passion, someone who cares, not just us. So when it does happen, and Wall Street comes running to this is what they call the FOMO, the fear of missing out crowd. And every Tom, Dick, and Harry, no pun intended, they are extremely greedy. They get to the point where they feel like they're missing out on something. I've got to run with that stock. I've got to see what they're doing. And by that time, guys, your $30 a share, your $40 a share ain't shit. You're talking about hundreds, 200, 300, 400. Now people want it. Remember, nobody wants to be in line. Nobody wants to buy anything from you when it's only $20 a share. I'm not buying that damn thing. It's only $20. Market cap's only $5 billion. I will never buy that shit. It's exactly what they say. Then as it goes up, oh my God, I got to buy it. Oh, here, let me give you a different reference. For all of you out there, I'll give you a different reference just so you guys, let me talk to the guys real quick. Hey, guys, you ever been single? I mean, I seldom was single, like not really, but you ever seen like girls that want to date single men? You're like, yeah, I want to date a single guy. And then you're like, wait a minute. If he's not married by he's 30, he's got no kids, he's not married, and he's got no house, like, well, he's not very attractive to me. But hey, if the guy has a house, a car, kids, a wife, a career, everything, and he's 35, you're like, shit, he's got his shit together. Very valuable. Everybody wants it. The older a man gets to about 45, right? 43, 42, has his shit together, very valuable. Matter of fact, men start looking better the older they get. Then you start saying, you know what? I didn't like his punk ass at 20, but holy shit, I want to buy in at 45. Just remember that your wife, your spouse, bought you in the teens and the 20s, bro. She believed in you when no one did. And when you were setting up the foundation and you were building something, she backed you, she supported you. Hi, GameStop. I've been dating you since you were in the 20s. Well below it. Whatever it takes. And when you're in the 40s and you're in the 50s and everybody thinks you're looking real healthy and good, I'll be right there saying, you know what, bitches? Before there was Brad Pitt and Sean Connery and who the other guy, George Clooney? Oh, you thought they were all just going to be like JTT? Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I don't know if you guys remember him. But my point is, we look the part. GameStop looks like it's maturing into a sexy-ass old man with his shit together. Ryan Cohen, embody that shit, babe. Embody it. We're going to be very valuable to everybody. Everybody wants a piece of GameStop. They're not just, janitors. GameStop's running businesses and shit. So here you go. Back to the stock, back to the quarterlies. This is on the quarterly report. It's going to happen 1 quarter at a time, babe. 1 quarter at a time, like we're Fast and the Furious. That's it. Let's go over here to the monthly. On the monthly, we're up. We're up on the monthly. It's looking like we're going to go sideways on the green. Doesn't look like we're going to go too high on month because it's going to take another quarter before we actually pop out. That's why I told you we go sideways from here. We're in a new diagonal or in a new little triangle here. That's what it looks like from what I can see. But we'll let it run out. We'll let it play out because earnings, like I said, earnings can trigger anything. So this earnings report could either be the breakout that we've been looking for, and if it's not, then we sit back. But me personally, if they do announce it the way they're supposed to, or the way I've been told that it's supposed to happen, that I've been reading and studying. We all know I have. I'm very excited. Okay? I'm very excited. I'll just put that out there. Very excited right now for it. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, well then, guess what? Just another report for GameStop. But yeah, we're looking healthy on the monthly. Let's go ahead and go to the daily. I've never really looked at the weekly. I guess I could look at the weekly. Weekly looks good. We're about to cross over on the weekly. I think Jay does the trailing 12. Doesn't he do the TT? How come I can't do it, Jay? Here. I wonder why I can't look at the trailing 12 on that report. It's about to cross over, too, from what I know. We get the Golden Cross. We're still running. Look at that. Oh, yeah, we're going to separate. Oh, this is going to be good, guys. Golden Cross right there. They thought we had to fake out the down play. They beat us down, and we just killed it all back. Guys, last time we had a Golden Cross, on the daily, we had this Golden Cross right here. The Golden Cross, we crossed over the 50-day, crossed over 200-day, shows bullish divergence for the short term. We crossed over, short term meaning 2 months, okay? We crossed over. When we crossed over, the stock went from 9 to 15, and then it went all the way to 80. So we crossed and we ran, right? Well, guess what? We just crossed right now. It was a fake out on the down, only a fake out because they shorted it after earnings right here. We waited one whole month. We got the cross we needed. Now here can come the run. Look at this right here. You're looking right in here. This was your cross right here. We ran all the way up to there. We can go ahead and test back up that level again of around 48. I have us the top side of it being 52, but I don't think we can get that high yet. But if we can, it'd be great. That means that we would have broken out of this Dorito officially, which we have. We have this other Dorito here that we're in right now. So we can go up here and hit this $35 price point. But once you're 35, 34, your resistance, once you break past that, it's now your support. So this green line here should be our support after earnings. Means we should never come back down to $27 after. And we'll just go sideways for the whole year in here. Accumulate everything you can in the 40s and 50 range and let GameStop do what it does. It can get triggered at any time. I have it getting triggered somewhere around here at the end of the wedge, right in here. It's always about 3 months early, right? Yep. So right around here, getting triggered and getting the hell out of here. And you're going to be way up here on the next leg up, all the way up to 120. So you should have a rip, play in here, and that'll be our new playground for the next year, 100 to 50, 50 to 100 in that range. And then you have the news, right? Then you have Catalyst, and then you have Wall Street, and then you have S&P. I mean, this is all can happen in steps this way. Bro, why are you giving dates? Been here for 4 years. Well, that's the problem. Why are you in AMC? Here, how about this? Why am I giving dates? Because I'm really educated on it, and you're obviously not right now. So it's cool, bro. Do me a favor. Show me on the chart because you're so smart, right? Mr. AMC, you're so stupid. Not even one share in AMC. You lost every dollar you ever put in. Don't talk to me. So, last time we had a golden cross on the weekly was down here in 2021. Golden cross on the weekly. What happened to the stock? Went crazy, right? Okay, cool. What do you see right here? What do you see right here? What's about to happen? I'll wait for it to happen. Go crazy. Chris Brown. Nah, bro, but you know what? It's Wednesday, right? G Replies? Hey, G Replies, that's your name, right? Do me a favor, fat boy. Don't run. Don't run. All right, little puppet, come look at me. Here you go, bro. 5 chats in a row, spamming the chat. Paste. Click the link. Let's talk. Straight up. There's the link in the Discord. Go ahead and click it right now. Here, it's pinned to the top of the chat. You can click on the chat. Come on in here. Tell me what's up. It happens when it does, maybe 20, 30, 20, 40. 20, 40. This kid, bro. This kid. Here you go. Your time to shine, G Replies. I'm waiting for all you bots to get up in here. Don't give dates and then you go give dates. 2030 to 2040. I'll give you a date 7 days from now. 7 days from now, my life could change. How about yours? Click the link. Tell us what you think. Oh, here we go. I've got Don in here. Don, what's up, Don? What's on your heart? What's on your mind? Speak on it. Go ahead.
A whole lot of nothing. I just congratulate you for being out here and doing your thing, man. It's really, really inspiring. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah,
That's really about it. I mean, been in the movement since the beginning, really. Got caught up with AMC. Knew how bad that was. It took really stepping back and accepting defeat. With AMC, it was a real cult, and I'm not gonna put GameStop aside from that either. But I was stuck in a way where I thought AMC was just gonna keep going up, or eventually would, but it just never happened. And looking at the mistakes that the company made, it really put it into perspective comparing it with GameStop. I just feel like it's a better option out of the two. I just want to pop in and say what's up, congratulate you, and keep doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, Don, I appreciate that, man. All kind words. I mean, the first thing you can do is admit, that mistake that happened to you. But a lot of people fell into the trap of what it was. Adam Aaron apparently is very captivating. He's extremely attractive. He's influential, and they can use media and excitement to manipulate anybody, apparently. But, I'm happy you got out of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna dip out of here, but keep doing you.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate you, bro. We'll see you. At least Don had the balls to walk in here. I'm still waiting for Mr. G Replies. Hey, G Replies, come on in, bro. You can't do worse than Don. Don had a microphone that he bought at the dollar store. What up, Hollywood? I've been selling cash secured puts on GameStop the past few months. Awesome, Ray. Awesome. Phenomenal. Hey, Ray. Do I ever come in here and tell you about my sex life? Like, I get it. I do my thing. But do I ever talk about it to you? I don't tell you how the sausage is made. I don't tell you about how the rule of sixes matter. Bro, keep your bullshit to somebody else. I'll sell cash secured puts. That makes me great. Who's on the other side of those trades? I ask you guys, man. You guys don't get what I'm saying, man. I've been putting it down forever. Here we go. Chris, are you G Replies? Go ahead, Chris. What's up? Oh, you got to unmute yourself, Chris. You're on the show. You just got to unmute yourself. No. AMC will not squeeze. No. I'm saying it won't squeeze at all. What the hell are you talking about? Here, I'll help you. Market cap, $13 billion. $13 billion market cap, okay? This is a not squeezed. GameStop hasn't squeezed at all. GameStop is $13 billion fundamentally. Let's go to AMC. I'll be your Huckleberry. AMC market cap, 1/10 of GameStop's. So if it's going to go up 10x, it's going to go up to $30 a share. Right? It's going to run $30 a share. How? Hold on. Let's go look at the chart. Maybe you don't know what dilution is. Dilution literally spells die. I know, dilution. I spell it with a D-I-E. Check you out, bro. 10-1 reverse stock split. When the float was at 150 million shares. Do you understand there was 1.5 billion shares of AMC converted, reverse stock split, came down to 150 million? The new float right now is 430 million shares. That is the equivalent of 4.3 billion of the shit you were buying back in the day. Where do you think this is going? Hold on. Where is this going? From $393 all the way down to $3. You are down 99% from 2021. This is not GameStop. This is the fuck that happened to you. This and Mullen Automotive. If I put in 2.9, listen to me, if I put in $2.9 trillion into Mullen Automotive 2 years ago, I would have one share. I am not making up the number, kid. Reverse stock split, reverse stock split. This is private equity's best investment. You want to buy something that loses money, that has a book value of negative $4 a share, and there's 500 million of them. What the hell are you talking about? It's going to run? Run to what? To the wall? You're going to buy every $3 you put in, you lose. Every $3 you lose. I don't give a shit if it runs. It ran to 5. Yeah, you already lost it all, buddy. You've been in for 4.5 years, as you called it, right? When did you buy it? Hold on, let's call your bullshit out. How about this, G Replies? Come into the chat, man. Stop bullshitting with your chat, your little typing. Come into the chat. I got every stat you don't have. Show me your buy order. Show me when you bought it. Show me your cost average. I want receipts, bitch. I put up the thousands of dollars I put into GameStop. Do you know why? Do you know why I get this upset? Because you're over here investing money with Apollo Global Management. And maybe you don't know the background of Apollo. Maybe you don't understand their executives. You don't understand shit about it. But you know who Jeffrey Epstein is, right? Yeah. Trafficking children. Paying underage kids to rub him down. Who do you think he got the money from? CG Replies, this is where you don't get to hang out with me anymore. The internet's massive, kid, and you'll never be a part of it. Kids like you. You've never watched Connect the Dots. You've never seen the whole series. There's 80, maybe 90? I don't even know how many there are now. 91 parts of Connect the Dots? Go watch them, dude. Educate yourself. I always put the link right there. Whenever one of you little punks come in and try to talk AMC, I put it right there for you. Click on it, bros. Click on it. They have an all-time high on the box office. The box office is packed. They had a full 4 quarters of greatness. Oh, negative $9 billion on retained earnings. Losses. Since Adam Aaron's been there. I wonder why. No amount of dollars is going to be able to pay off the debt they have. They'll stay afloat all year long. But you got to remember what they did. They suspended covenants. Think about it, kid. They suspended covenants just to have the ability to invent a preferred equity unit, an additional preferred equity unit called APE to get you to buy it. They gave you free NFTs. You want to know why they gave you NFTs? Because GameStop had an NFT marketplace. If you don't understand one versus the other, you never will. But you're at $1 billion market cap. You used to be at 30 billion. I've been waiting for somebody to come talk to me about any of these things, but they don't talk. They type. They're phantom. They're not real. None of these people are real when they talk this shit. I've done Twitter Spaces calls. I've had people walk in and guess what? They have nothing to say. Oh, tuck their heads in and run. Just do me a favor, okay? Before you ever talk about AMC, go talk about what Adam Aaron said. Adam Aaron said that he thought that the person typing to him was a 17-year-old Russian model who was into the ballet. Do you know who orders 17-year-old Russian models? Google Leon Black. Google Jeffrey Epstein. There's a reason why he has this verbiage and why he talks this way. And then you'll see what was really happening over there. There's a reason why Leon Black, who's worth almost $20 billion, gave up his company because he had ties to a guy that he paid $150 million to for tax services, who was on the board of directors of his family's company. There is no way on God's green earth you're giving up your billion-dollar cash cow unless you are guilty. And if you're not guilty, you better be crystal clear and you better show it. But Apollo Global Management bought AMC movie theaters in 2001. Apollo Global Management did the deal with JP Morgan. There's just so much on the table there with private equity and the deals they did behind everyone's back. They invented APE. They did the convertible notes. They offered up $1 billion worth of profits to Silver Lake. Apollo, Silver Lake. They're all in the same building. When they're doing these deals, do you not understand? There's a flight of stairs that just separates them. Why don't you know this? Even KKR is in the same building at the time. And now that everybody's caught on, what do? They all spread out. It's like the lights turned on. The roaches ran away. Russian model cases, Leon Black and Jeffrey Epstein. Gazelle, Geneva, whatever her name is. Yes, go Google it. He agreed to pay her $15 million. He agreed to pay her $100,000 for 15 years every month. They signed that NDA. What billionaire signs that NDA? Which one? I agree to pay you $1.2 million a year for 15 years. Who? And then she goes to Twitter and writes, Leon Black raped me. He steps down from his business the next week. This all happened in 2021. Anybody hear about it? It all happened when Adam Aaron was in front of the camera trying to convince people to go ahead and invest in the AMC and doing interviews with trades. You guys want to talk about distractions? They've always distracted you. Oh no, did you miss the part where private equity actually made movies and hired YouTubers? They paid all these guys to do all these documentaries. You don't think they were paid? I know. I've been offered. I've been offered to be on the stage next to them. And I say no. Documentaries all paid for. How about the movie Dumb Money? Who actually filmed that, produced that? Dumb Money. Black Bear Pictures. Who's that? Blackstone. Private equity. Why? Why is private equity behind everything? Because they're the real villains on Wall Street. You guys can keep looking at King Griffin. They just put it up there. They go, oh, here, Robinhood, Citadel. Oh, yeah, blame those guys. King Griffin's like a deer in the headlight. He's like, what are they talking about? Why do they keep saying it was me? We know it's not you, Kenny. We get it. I figured it out. Connect the dots. Go read it. Go look at it. Marantz, life is especially good today. Mom is visiting. Wow. Mom's cooking. There you go, El Kabong. Get it right, bro. Don't let mom hear me cussing. Let's go look at the stock real quick before I get out of here. This guy pissed me off, man. We'll never see him again. Hey, G replies, bro. It's going to be a sad day for you. You have nowhere to hang out. I'm going to take down that link. You're gone, bro. It's over, man. Damn. Hey, but everything you read it for a reason. Brian Sozy out here trying to kill Ryan Cohen. Everyone trying to push the same agendas. You know why? Because they bought the media. Well, you don't think they own MSN? You don't think they own Yahoo? Literally own Yahoo Finance? Every single print publication, they own. Motley Fool, they own. It doesn't matter what you're reading. You're reading what they want you to read. Hey, you know what? And if I was so wrong, then you wouldn't be celebrating the day we walked the moon. You wouldn't be right there saying, oh, yeah, the terrorists tore down 9/11 and building number 7. Yeah, Katy Perry walked on the moon. Nah. I know exactly what I'm looking at. And you go into something like this, I'll show you something, okay? Like, there's this video that's up on my screen. You can't see it right now, but I'll just read it to you. Tell me why on Yahoo Finance, Signet Jewelers gets a whole 5 minutes. GameStop can't even get 30 seconds. Whenever GameStop gets 30 seconds, they go, "Oh, GameStop bought Bitcoin." Huh, sounds stupid. Yeah. Grasping at straws. No, this shit is grasping at straws. You guys ever took a cliff dive? You ever jumped off a mountain? Remember when I told you nothing looks like GameStop? This is the monthly. This is the monthly. How about the quarterly? This is the quarterly right here. Down 99%, 99.99%. You're telling me this is what we should be buying. Fuck, get the hell out of here, bro. Look at that shit right there. That's all. That's what stocks should be looking like right there. Don't worry. You see these little triangles? Look at this. This is a quarterly triangle. This little quarterly triangle here, this Dorito right here that was formed, broke out and formed this wedge to go up 100%. This little one did all this damage here. This little baby. Look at this one. Look at this one. Get out of here. This shit right here. My God. Wait. Just hang on, people. You might have to wait 5 years. I don't give a shit. One share a day. Hey, my wife was sleeping. She's not sleeping anymore. Mama, I apologize, bro, but I get heated, mama. This guy done pissed me the hell off. I was out here ready to fight. Somebody said, Marantz, your music selection is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I just got to tell you, man, you guys don't know the road I've been down, bro. You know the life I live. I was in there with my pops, right? Growing up, and I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, I want to hear that song." He'd be like, "Nope. Put that record back." "But Dad, I want to hear that song." "Put that record back. Don't touch shit." Like, bro, we couldn't touch certain albums. You guys ever heard the phrase digging in the crates? I'm over here digging in the crates. They're talking about the milk crates, bro. Data Zero. Dissing who? Who? That guy. Hey, if you guys ever want to laugh, go watch the Data Zero interview that I did. I did an interview with this wannabe YouTuber. His whole life is Facebook. But that man, Data Zero, he's famous, man. Kicked his ass down the street. 2 boats and a helicopter. That's where that comes from, that interview. Hey, it was like he was talking, and I just go, hey, Data. Hey, Data. You ever heard this, Data? Like, he was like, what? At first, I thought you were just a dumb guy, but you ended up being really smart, Marantz. I was like, yeah. Data Zero. Oh, he's live right now? I didn't even know. Data, where's all the people at, bro? Why are they not watching you? What's going on? Hey, this is my favorite part right here.
Hear me, sir. They're not Covey heavy. Company can't make money. Leading people. I saw the information getting skewed. I saw it being delivered wrong. And I pushed record on the camera and I got out here. And I've built up my following organically. Everybody has come brick by brick.
Yeah, from building a toxic community that hates your comments this whole time
here.
have nothing.
Do you
but
know what's happened to my
slander,
community,
dude?
Do you know what's happened to my community?
Nothing but AMC haters, bro.
Yeah. Do you know what's happened to my community?
You guys are just an echo chamber, just talking to yourselves over and over and over again, just agreeing with yourselves in a
Data,
small
I'm
little
talking
echo
to you
chamber on the corner of the internet, dude.
I'm talking to you, Data. I mean, you're not my first
and
AMC
at first,
guy.
I thought maybe you did this for clout or clicks. You seem obviously a little bit more intelligent than I thought you were at first. You were able to hold an actual conversation, but I still don't understand why you're trying to preach to people that don't care, dude. We did our own research. You have to let people do their own investments. This is America. You're allowed to do what you want with your money.
Hey, you live in America, right?
Fight for free and for
Hey, this is America. Hey, by the way, when we had this interview, the equivalent of the stock price, just so that we're clear, today would be $56 a share. It's at $3. Wow. He lost over 95% just from this conversation. He's down 95 on the percent. Oh. By the way, GameStop was 25 at the time. We had this guy. Guess where GameStop's at now? 30. That dude's at 3. All right, keep going, Data. You're doing good.
Your moral high ground of trying to say you're fighting disinformation or whatever, like the Democrats do, whatever, and censor people, whatever the hell you're doing. But
I don't do the cancel culture.
Nobody cares, man.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Hey, Dad, let me tell you something. You're on a rowboat, and water's coming in, and you're gonna drown. And a boat cruises by, right? And you say, nah, I'm good. God's going to save me. Then another boat comes by and says, hey, you need some help? You say, no, I'm good. God's going to save me. And then a helicopter comes over and says, man, I'm going to get you out of here. And you say, no, God's going to save me. And then when you get to heaven because you drowned, you go to God and you say, why didn't you save me? And he says, I sent you 2 boats and a helicopter. I'm 2 boats in a helicopter.
I feel so bad, I got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou, saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat. If I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Gonna be with some of my friends, gonna see my baby again. Maybe I feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou.